she makes a very mean kombucha. Kombuchams. So she makes amazing kombuchams that nourishes us and all that. So just want to share your.
She actually stays in East
Ladakh.
Ladakh and she travels here.
So if you think that is
If
far to come
sometimes you
here,
think it's too far, yes.
then you,
comes.
Anyway, welcome. You guys are all new members, right?
Some are couple existing ones.
Okay, so I joined I think a couple of years ago, and when I moved to Johor from Singapore, I was really trying to find a place where I could get really good greens, and I came across FOLOFarms basically Googling on the internet, and I saw a really nice video, a bunch of really nice looking people, having fun. I'm like, wow, this is so cool. I gotta go check out who these guys are. So I think I made contact with somebody and finally got to their show farm in Kempas, and I fell in love with it. I love the energy of the people. I love the energy of the place. And I thought, this is fantastic. I am really blessed to have found something like this in Johor. And I think you should be really thankful and grateful that you have this at your doorstep. This is amazing to have. It's small, but it's pretty dynamic. And I think everyone who's involved got such amazing passion for what they do. So I personally am very grateful for everything that they put on my table, And let me see, what else do I want to touch on? I get a really nice box every week. I know some of you, I think that it's pretty far to come here. What I like to say is this: I think it's really good to come out to the farm versus getting a delivery box, because I feel that you get some connection with what goes on here, and to talk to the people who are involved, be it the farmers or Will or any of these people. I think to have that outdoor thing that you come here to the site, you witness the packing, you witness the vegetables, you witness this, and to really suck in some oxygen. I think that's really a nice thing to do. So it may be a little far, but Johor is kind of big. At first I was thinking when they moved here, oh my God, how am I going to get there back and forth? But after coming here several times, I'm like, it is what it is. I like the energy that I get here, and I go back recharged. So I think that's something you should really suck in as well, because I think that's a very important component, not just getting a box and call it a day. I think it's really more tactile, to feel, to talk, to interact. Those are important things to really, this is a community farm. So I think that part is really important, and I think that would be good if they could come and lend a hand. You could do anything, you could do nothing, you can chit-chat, they allow you to do pretty much anything, So I think that's something you should really think about. If you can't make it every week, come at least once a month or whatever you can, but come out here. It is healthier than going to the shopping mall or staying at home or sitting in front of the Astro TV, because you get nothing out of those. Nothing. You come here, you're getting different things that you cannot buy, and I think it's a life force. It's a life force. The vegetables are a life force, The people who create this are a life force. So, it's one component eating that, it's another component, I think, the energy. I think that's really important. And then we want to talk about
how do you take care of your vegetables?
Oh yeah, the vegetables are fine. Actually, I have no problem keeping the vegetables. I take the box home. We transfer it into bags, whatever, Ziploc bags or whatever they are, and go straight into the chiller. And they're good for almost 2 weeks. I do not have a problem with the vegetables. I think you don't mess around with it. You don't go put it in newspaper. You don't go dry it or wash it or whatever. When you want to eat it, then you clean it. But if not, ideally, if that little box can fit into your refrigerator, actually just put the whole thing in. And it will stay crisp and fresh the whole time. No problems whatsoever. I never have a problem with wilting vegetables. So, and kindly return your boxes clean and dry. I saw a really stanky one last week and I was so offended for them. I'm like, how did you get this? I mean, the least you can do is rinse it out and dry it and return it, because then they got a lot of things going on and they're just a small community. So you need to do your part, and just rinsing it out and keeping it dry is the least that you can do, okay? But in terms of keeping it fresh, they stay fresh. I think you just don't mess around with the vegetables, what's the usual problem you get if you get your vegetables go off or something? And you know what? Some of the lettuces, the salad vegetables, if they're going off, or the leafy greens, if I'm not fast enough, maybe sometimes I go out a few days a week to eat. I just put it in and make it into a smoothie with some fruits. I drink it, and that's it. So I don't waste anything. And frankly, it's better to eat your vegetables raw than it is cooked. So even Asian vegetables, your kailan, your bak choy, whatever, you
Her
can.
mom is Malaysian, right?
Yeah, she's from
Boyan.
Ipoh.
Boyan.
Yeah.
Mother is Ipoh.
Yeah, and you can eat it raw. You just cut it small, massage it a little bit, give it a little bit of massage with some lemon juice and olive oil and salt and pepper. It's done. You don't even have to cook it. Seriously, because like I don't know if Malaysians eat it, but Indonesian people, you eat a side of vegetables, raw vegetables that you call lala.
Lala.
So all kinds of leaves and stuff, and they eat it with sambal and hot rice and whatever else. So if it's raw, it is edible. Very few things are not edible when raw. Beans, everything, people eat raw. So don't fret. I think don't give them a hard time. This is, sometimes up to Mother Nature. Sometimes things are great, sometimes things are not. It is what it is, If I get a few leaves that are not looking so perfect, I'm not going to stress about it. I got other things that I want to do, And you know what? They're very generous, because the next time around, I get some really exquisite things. I love the way the vegetable boxes are packed. They're like works of art. So every time I open a box every week, I'm like, oh my God, that is so beautiful. Somebody really took time to create a bouquet for you, and I think that's really so beautiful, and I think that greets you on a Saturday. You're a happy person.
Well, Judy, you keep going on, we're gonna cry.
I know.
We did not
She's
plan
really
much.
our member, we didn't pay her.
She's not a paid.
They are not blood related for sure.
Yeah, definitely not. But enjoy your vegetables. I think what do you call it? You should really just love what they do and come out here a lot more than you currently are. All right,
And Judy is our ambassador, but also she's on our WhatsApp group chat. So if you have any questions, you can just post it there. Don't have to say, Judy, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
But just say, whatever you need support from.
Yeah.
Just put it on the WhatsApp group chat.
There are a lot of helpful people on that WhatsApp group. So if you're curious about something, but don't, if you've got a few straggly greens, please don't go like, why like that, Mom? I mean, I see that and I get a headache. I'm like, relax. Deal with the good stuff. And there are different ways of doing that, okay? Enjoy your greens. Eat more vegetables. The ratio should be 3 vegetables to 1 meat at home. Ideally, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's my take on it. Anyway, welcome to FOLO, and have a great rest of the afternoon.
Thank you.
Yeah.